Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something that's really effed up and is affecting a lot of Americans. Something that's literally life and death. Right now, families are being forced to make really difficult choices between buying food and paying for rent or other crucial expenses. The issue I'm talking about is the extremely high cost of food and groceries. You know, the other day I went grocery shopping at Vons. That's the name of my supermarket in Southern California, by the way. I know you guys across the country shop at Kroger's, Albertsons, Safeway, or Walmart. It's pretty much the same. You know, I really hate going to the grocery store. I hate picking out the food, making sure nothing's expired, waiting in line at the register, and having to deal with stupid, unruly customers and kids. But now I have something that annoys me even more, and that's the crazy high prices of groceries. For example, a dozen eggs in 2020 cost about $2.09. In 2023, the same dozen eggs now cost $3.27. That's a 56% increase in 3 years. That's really high. Throughout the store, the price of everything was outrageous. I couldn't buy the things I normally bought a few years ago due to cost. I enjoy barbecuing and eating a lot of steaks. I couldn't afford to buy them anymore. A 1-pound ribeye steak now costs $21 and a T-bone steak costs $15. Instead of buying steaks, I now can only afford to buy ground beef to make hamburgers. Instead of eating a proper dinner with my family, we sometimes have to eat frozen dinners. Spaghetti and canned foods like Dinty Moore are now the main dish for the night. Other people around the country have seen similar increases in the price of groceries. An ordinary shopper from Missouri posted her Walmart grocery bill to Facebook, comparing prices for the same items purchased in 2020 versus 2023. She observed the following. In 2020, 16 ounces of turkey slices cost $3.14. Now it costs $6.72. That's an increase of 114%. In 2020, a pound of ground beef cost $2.96. Now it costs $4.42. That's an increase of 49%. In 2020, waffles cost $2.93. Now it costs $4.14. That's an increase of 41%. In 2020, a jar of Hellmann's mayo cost $3.77. Now it costs $5.48. That's an increase of 45%. There's more. In 2020, salted butter sticks cost $2.98. Now it costs $3.68. That's an increase of 23%. In 2020, 3 pounds of sliced bacon cost $11.98. Now it costs $16.48. That's an increase of 38%. And finally, in 2020, 4 pounds of sugar cost $1.58. Now it costs $3.12. That's an increase of 97%. I don't know how people pay for groceries nowadays. I mean, if you have a big family like 6 people, how are you able to pay for it? When I left the grocery store, it cost me over $500. And this food is only good for about a week and a half. According to the USDA, the average monthly grocery bill of a family of 3 in the US is $902. That figure sounds really low to me. Grocery costs have significantly increased, pushing families to their financial limits. Every day, hardworking individuals struggle to afford basic necessities. The rising tide of unaffordable groceries is putting a battle for budgets into motion. Families are forced to make difficult choices between buying food and paying for other crucial expenses. According to NerdWallet, food prices have absolutely been rising, thanks to a combination of inflation, pandemic-related supply chain disruptions, and tariffs on certain foreign imports. Food prices have definitely steadily risen since 2020. But inflation has been slowing in the past year and the latest data shows the cost of groceries aren't rising as fast as they once were. Well, that's good to hear. According to Bon Appetit, supermarket pricing has been a victim of inflation, or what's essentially a loss of purchasing power. In the last 12 months alone, prices have increased 4%. Well, I think it's a lot more than that. Supermarket News, a grocery trade publication, says that 2022 saw grocery costs increase at an almost unprecedented rate. Accordingly, the USDA prices for food at home rose 11.4% last year, and that's after spikes of 3.5% in both 2020 and 2021. In 2022, U.S. consumers saw the largest annual increase in food prices since the 1980s. For context, pre-2020, the last time grocery prices rose more than a full percent in a year was 2014, when they rose by 3.7%. You know, I remember back in the day, about 20 years ago, when I was in college, I would buy lots of Top Ramen and Tina's frozen burritos. Both Top Ramen and Tina's frozen burritos used to cost less than $1. I am pleased to announce that in 2023, Top Ramen and Tina's frozen burritos are still under $1 each. It looks like these two items were untouched by inflation. Whip-de-doo. We should all rejoice. Yeah, we can all still eat crap, unhealthy food for $1. I also noticed a trend of more and more people going to food banks to get groceries, which is a shame. A food pantry opened near my house a few years ago. The place is always busy with people in need these days. Hey guys, this is getting really depressing. What can we do to fix this problem? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks. Bye.